Hello, darlings, and welcome to a very, very special collabo episode of Free of Fear, Full of Joy, and
Girls That
Yes! Wine. Hello, darlings.
How
are you?
How are you?
Oh my gosh, you guys. This was a long time in the works.
Yes.
And I'm super excited to be here with you today.
Super excited.
This for all of I'm Jahari. We'll reintroduce yourself. And you are?
I'm Javelin, but Jay.
And I'm Luana, Lou, and we are
Girls
That
That Wine.
Woo, yeah. And Free of Fear, Full of Joy moments here.
Yes.
So we decided that we are going to collab our episodes, and we're going to start out with the Girls That Wine the way that they start their episodes. So let's do that.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're pre-gaming.
Pre-game. Does that mean that we should start drinking?
Yes, that's
Oh,
what we
of
do.
course, definitely.
You pre-game before you go to
Definitely.
any function.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, you get out, you go, while you're getting dressed, you have your cocktail. So this is what we do.
I'm just going to pour a little something
Thank
for
you.
everyone, and then we'll just sip this. And can you tell us what we're drinking?
Well, we are drinking Sun Goddess by Mary J. Blige. And I think this is a Pinot Grigio. I think if you turn
Yes,
it around.
It says
yes,
so.
It's a
It
Pinot
says it's a
Grigio.
Pinot
Yes.
So we're going to
Yes.
try this. And we have a charcuterie board,
Ooh.
Yes.
which looks amazing.
Yes.
Cheese, what is that?
There are different types of cheeses.
Orange
There's turkey
grapes,
salami.
yes.
There's satsumas.
Oh, okay.
There's tangerines. There's mozzarella. There's all kinds of lovely things.
We have our crackers and our olives.
Yes, we have
So we're about
crackers
to-
and olives. And here's the thing. So we are celebrating Women's History Month.
Yes,
this
right.
week.
That's
Yep.
right.
And so with Women's History Month, we're pairing a woman with each wine.
Yes.
But we'll talk more about that in
Yes,
a minute.
yes,
Because what are we going to do now? I'm so excited.
So we're going to cheers. We're going to
toast! Cheers!
Yes.
Salute!
toast to the broadcast right now and Women's Month.
Yes.
Women's History Month.
Yeah, Women's History Month.
Because nobody would be here without women.
Absolutely not.
We are the history
Let's
of the
let's
people.
let's let that be known. Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Mic check, mic check now.
I had this Sun Goddess wine at brunch before you guys mentioned it. I had
Mm-hmm.
no idea. Who's the winemaker for this?
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige is the winemaker?
I'm
Well,
not sure if she's the winemaker, but I know that it's her product.
she's
I'm not
involved.
sure.
She's
Yeah,
involved
she's
in it
involved,
some
yeah.
way.
She's involved. Well, it's absolutely delicious.
It
I had
is.
it at brunch the other day. I was surprised because it has like notes of like orange blossom and stuff like that. Yeah, well, I was
Yes.
very surprised. I had, and I'm a Pinot Grigio lover, but I'm also kind of finicky about it. But this is absolutely delicious. Thank you
Yeah,
for
this is
sharing that
pretty
with
good.
us.
This is a good one.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what else happens in a pregame?
Okay, so typically we talk about something that's current, that's been in the news, that everyone is yapping about.
People are yapping about a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the news right now. So we
So
are.
tell me some of your favorites. Like what? Let's get into it.
Well, you know, I don't want to get anyone's name wrong. But most recently, it's Risa Tisa.
Risa Tisa.
Did I say it right?
You did.
Oh, we need the hand clap.
I
got it right.
Risa Tisa. So Risa Tisa, I think she's the young lady that had 52 episodes on TikTok.
50.
Is it 52 or 54?
I-
One of those.
I
Something
only can
like
get
that.
through 10.
52
plus,
or
50
50
plus.
plus small.
Yeah.
Are they like 10 minutes?
I think they're like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah,
apart.
10 to
It's like
12
10
minutes.
yeah,
that's like
something
a
that.
mini series.
It definitely is. And I only made it through.
And I think
not
it's
even
like,
the
what
first
is it,
season.
7 full hours?
7 hours.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's
I don't
like
have
a
time
Netflix
for 7
first
hours of
series.
somebody else's
Oh my gosh.
drama.
Okay, so I did not watch it. I didn't, but I did watch the synopsis.
Okay.
Of it.
Okay.
I did
Good,
watch the
good,
synopsis.
good.
of it.
Well, you did more than we did.
Okay, so here are the high points. She met a man
Yes.
who obviously had some, unbeknownst to her, that had some mental issues. And he liked to pretend to be his twin. So his twin was the one that had all the had the job and all these things. And so basically he was mirroring his twin pretending to be his twin.
So did he really have a twin? Because I didn't get that far.
He really did have a twin.
So did his twin pass away, or
No,
his twin is still
he
here?
was living the simultaneous
I did hear
life.
her say that she actually, towards the end, reached out to his real brother.
The real brother, the older brother, reached out to her.
Yes.
Yeah, to correct some things.
Yes.
Whoa.
And she
Yes.
came back on and acknowledged the corrections.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, she had like married him and had kids with him before she figured
Yeah.
out that he was completely delusional, a narcissistic sociopath.
Yes, yes.
Like I said, I
That's
didn't
scary.
get into most. It is very scary
That's
because we
scary.
all have been in that relationship where like someone pulls you in with all this, hey, I've
Pulls
been
you-
there. Pulls you in with all this beautiful
Yes.
flowers and everything. They're just so amazing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they flip.
Because it's the need that, you want, you desire something and you just like,
But I also think like, even if you don't need something, like they are so deceptive. Like they can see things that you don't even really
Yeah.
think that you need. And then you take up a place of cognitive dissonance
Yeah.
where you are still, it's almost like a crackhead. You chasing the first high.
yeah.
You chasing the first high, like, oh, he used to be, and oh, he used to say, and
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so you try. If I just do this, maybe he'll
Yeah.
be like that again. If I just do that, maybe he'll be like that. So you get caught up in that, and I could see that in
That hopefulness for her.
that hopefulness
Yeah.
of maybe he'll be like this again. Because girl, I've
Wow.
been there. I've
Yeah.
been like, I had
We
to
all
play
have.
the voicemail messages back to myself from the beginning and be like,
Yes.
where is this man?
Yes.
So I'm
Where
trying
is
to
this
find
man?
out, when did it crack down in her mentally where she was like, okay, enough is enough? Because she was with him for how many years?
That I'm not sure.
I know
of.
they met each other.
How many
right-
years?
A year?
A year. Okay,
It
so I
spanned
knew
a
that
year?
they
That happened
knew
fast.
they
Yeah.
met each other right before COVID.
Yes.
And then
And that's the thing, like,
The COVID romance.
and then they stayed
To move
at her
in with
home
somebody.
during COVID.
that you barely knew.
Yeah.
COVID was a weird time. I
Yeah.
don't think any of us really were in our right minds.
Right.
And please, right after COVID was over, I went right into therapy. Right into therapy because I
lot
did
of
not
people
realize
did.
how cuckoo I was
A
and how
lot of
cuckoo
people.
everybody in my house
Yes,
was.
yes.
Everybody in my house was nuts.
Because you're just staying in
Okay.
close proximity with everybody. You like,
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So, ladies, what do you think the lesson is from this Reese Teese thing?
I think the lesson is to listen to yourself internally. Like she kept saying, things kept popping up. She did these audio notes of situations that was happening that she kept questioning herself. So I think that the biggest thing is always trust your gut. Like
Your
that's-
intuition is
yes,
always right.
yeah.
My grandmother
always.
used to say, "Follow your first mind."
Follow your
That's
first
right.
mind.
That's
Follow your
right.
first mind, and
Yes.
if you don't, you end up regretting it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Risa, Tisa, wherever you are out there, we wish you the best. I'm
Yes.
so
Yeah.
sorry.
And
that
you're
you went
not
through
and you're
this.
not alone, honey. You're
No,
not alone.
yeah,
You're
not.
not the only one.
I've been a part of that. Not at that
Please.
to that
I just
extent, but
broke one down.
yeah. yeah.
Girl. I was like,
Not
woo.
alone.
Believe the lies.
And then I was like,
because
he
you
got
want-
me. How'd
yeah.
he get me?
Yeah.
I'm smarter than this.
Right. That's the thing.
I'm smarter than this
Yes.
shit. Oh my
Yes.
God. And
Wow.
me
Mad
and
at
my girls
yourself.
would be like, damn, I got caught slipping. I got caught slipping.
Yes.
So when did you see it? Did you see the red flags before you
No,
opted
the
out?
thing is that just like with Risa Tisa, there's an event that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my situation, his father was dying. So I blamed all of the craziness on
Because
the
of
father
that.
dying,
Yeah.
which is the same thing with him. The mother died first.
Yes.
And so he was able to get away with a lot of stuff because of the mother dying.
Wow.
Yep.
So you are always like, oh, he's just grieving. People grieve in different ways. But really,
Yeah, that's really
but
who
really,
are.
they already are nuts, but now
Yeah.
they've just got a green light
Right.
to do it,
Yes.
and you are trying to, placate them.
And the
Yeah.
people that didn't hold them accountable for it were the
Yeah.
ones that passed away, the mother
Yeah,
and the
the
father.
father.
Because those were
True.
the one that didn't hold him
Right.
or her accountable for their
Yes.
behaviors.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So
Wow.
again, recap.
God
Trust your
bless her.
gut.
Trust
And
your gut.
Trust your gut. And
It's there for a reason.
yeah, and if you're like, I never listen to my gut, I don't know what I'm listening to.
Guts
Have a
don't
glass
lie.
of wine,
Yes.
sit in front of a mirror, and
Have
look
you some
at
sun
yourself.
And
goddess.
look at
A
yourself.
little sun goddess. Yes,
a little
yes,
sun
yes.
goddess will
Little
get you
sun
through.
goddess.
Yes.
Okay,
it will.
guys, you hit me to this one. Okay, this is another current event. You hit me to this one. Ms. Netta and Charles.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
That is wild.
Miss Netta and Charles had me going down the TikTok rabbit hole when I found out who they were.
Oh my gosh.
I was watching them before they became
Yes,
famous, what you
yes.
call TikTok famous or Instagram famous. They were a mess. And so you saw them literally being cleaned up from
Right. And then I
Some of
just
the other
saw Miss
original.
Netta and
Yes.
Charles, their latest, they're sitting down next to each other in a restaurant. She do whatever I need her to do when I'm ready to
It's the
be
tone of
whatever
voice
I'm
for
gonna
me.
be, she there.
And see, Charles didn't have that voice when he was just sitting at that table
Yeah, just
and
eating that food.
lunch.
He wasn't
And
even hardly
he's sitting-
talking.
He's sitting there, and Miss Netta just sitting up on his arm like,
She just sits
yes,
behind
I
him.
do.
Is it good?
Yes, I do. And I was like, okay, I get it. It's the old school love, all right?
Yeah,
It's the old school
is
love.
it?
Is it?
The whole like your plate is ready all the time. I wish my husband would.
Well, did you know? Do you
ask
know
me
what
to
Miss
get
Netta
his
really
plate ready.
is?
Huh? Yes, I know that Miss Netta is part of the LGBTQIA community.
Yes.
I am fine with that.
Yes.
The thing is that Miss Netta and her plates and Mr. Charles, whatever his,
Who stays ready to
who
eat?
stays ready to eat. And honestly,
Stays ready to
Let me
eat.
tell you something, Mr. Charles. If she doesn't start making you a salad or like some vegetables, you gonna die, sir. You gonna die.
That's
Because all
a
I
plate
see
full of
is
cholesterol.
brown and white on them plates.
She made him some wings that were covered in
gravy.
No, one of them was covered in the Cheetos, the hot flaming
Holy
Cheetos.
crap.
Oh, my God.
She used that as the batter, the base of the chicken.
And let me tell you something. If he ain't gone to the doctor, his cholesterol is high. His arteries are
I
blocked.
think his pee stink.
Ooh, Charles, your lunch is ready.
Girl, you know, I don't
all
have
of
any
that
problem with the
stuff.
relationship.
I don't
I just
either.
think that it is hysterical. The whole thing is just
But when
bonkers.
Charles was sitting at the table eating, you barely even heard his voice.
Yeah.
Then I guess she gave him the phone, gave him access to the phone, so he
Yes.
started doing these lives. And he was just so mean to her. She was like, "Why are you on the phone? Why are you answering these messages from these ladies
Really?
that's hitting you up in your?" Yeah, she was literally getting upset because now Charles was no longer just a part of her. Sitting there feeding him. Now he was able to
Yeah,
reach
he's
out. and
got
people-
access to the world.
People
What
reaching
did
out
Chris
to him.
Rock
So
say?
he started to get an ego.
What did Chris Rock say? You're only as faithful as your options.
Yeah. Hello. And his was just sitting at that table.
Before that,
because he
before
wasn't saying
TikTok,
anything that he
she
did was
set
just
it up.
sitting there eating.
She set it
Yeah.
up. Now he's
We've
got
never really heard
access
his
to all
voice.
kinds.
No.
DMs going crazy.
He would
DMs
just come
going
down and
crazy.
sit down and eat. That's
Okay,
it.
y'all. Okay, so we've got two more subjects to talk about, and I'm gonna go with the one that I brought up, which was geriatric thruples.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
So I was not aware until a girlfriend of mine whose mom stays in one of the biggest retirement community in the country called the Village. And she was saying how rampant the sexually transmitted diseases are there. They have a large group that's got, allegedly, let's not get anybody in trouble here.
Right,
Allegedly,
right.
they have a large group of people that have sexually transmitted diseases because these people that are over 75 are getting it on. They're getting it on. And then on top of it, they're catching on to the throuple thing because they're not that very many men around. So they're more women because women live longer than men.
Yes.
So they're in these relationships where the men have 2 or 3 girlfriends and they
Yeah.
live together. And I was watching another TikTok by a doctor who treats these couples. And he was talking about how one of them had gotten warts from their partner, husband, and then she shaved her legs and then shaved
Oh,
the
my
warts
gosh.
up all over herself.
Oh, my
And-
goodness.
And they're so frisky. He always has to have a nurse in the office with him because she's always flirting with him or touching him or whatever. And he's just like thrown off. Of course, he's
Yes.
he's like a doctor in his
Yes,
30s.
yeah.
But he was saying that they are not his only one. They are just the oldest of the thruples that he has. I'm not against polyamory or thruples
No.
or any of that. I think that all of that's great. I wish I was born 25 years later.
Well, I'm a little excited to know that you're still getting it on after 65,
hope
70,
for
75,
us.
80.
There's hope.
And I was doing a little research in the background of this. They said that the reason why most sexually transmitted diseases are so high is because doctors don't think that they need to talk to elderly patients about sex. So they don't tell them, they don't think that they need to use contraceptives. They don't think
Yeah,
that they need
they're
to
only
use
thinking
any
about the baby
protection or
thing.
anything. So
Yeah,
they let them go
yeah.
on, and then they let them give these warts, genital warts, got them scraping up and
Yikes.
going all over the
So
body
it's like
because they don't
starting
think that they
over.
need
Just
to
like
tell
you start
them.
with adolescents about the nature of the safety of sexual transmitted
Yeah,
diseases need
yeah.
to be revisited in these communities, these homes. Because,
Right.
oh,
They having a party. You hear me? A
Yes.
party.
Right. Well, happy trails to them. I'm
Yeah.
very
Enjoy safely.
Enjoy. I hope.
Safely.
Yeah, I hope that I'm that active at that age, but
Me
without
too.
any
Oh,
STDs.
I hope
Minus
I'm
the
happy
other
at
stuff.
that age
Okay.
and
Yeah.
able
All right,
to keep it
y'all.
going.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got another. What was it? What else did we want to talk about?
love is blind.
Okay, I need you guys to tell me about this because I have not watched a single episode of Love is
Woo,
Blind.
Love is Blind.
Okay, who's your favorite couple on Love is Blind?
None
Not-
of them really.
Wait a
but
minute.
who's the messiest? Who's the messiest?
Oh, Chelsea and
Jimmy.
Jim. Is his name
Is it
Jimmy?
Jimmy?
Johnny Jimmy?
Jimmy, yes.
Chelsea
It's
is
Jimmy.
she's an attention whore.
I don't even know if
Whore.
that's it.
Like
She's a
seriously,
whore.
like she's so insecure.
Yeah, she is.
And she just needs so much attention. She wants this man to tell her he loves her every 5
Yes.
seconds. And
Oh
if
my
he doesn't pay
gosh.
her any attention, she's crying or weeping about something, accusing him of something.
Yeah.
The premise of the show is, I guess they get like 10 women, 10, 15 women, 10,
It's
15
24
men.
all in all.
Oh, 24? All
Uh-huh,
in?
it's 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 12 and 12 then.
Yeah.
And they put them behind in these little rooms, these little cubby.
They call 'em pods.
They call them pods. And they put them in there, and I guess that you're trying to see who you're compatible with just through their voice.
Without seeing them.
Without
It's
seeing
emotional.
them.
It's
Yes,
an
like an
emotional-
emotional,
yeah.
spiritual connection that they're trying to see if it's going to work.
Let me tell you something. That's not gonna work for millennials, but that would work for us because we would meet a motherfucker at the track meet and not see him again for 6 months. We just be on the phone with him, falling in love on the phone with the dude from Pius 10. Okay,
From the track meet.
that may or may not be a true story.
Said Pius 10, I'm not sure.
And that was gonna be my question, like literally.
Like, are we
Could you guys do that? That's the thing.
I'm just saying this group is not okay with not being. Everything is visual for them.
Yes.
For us, it was like, ooh, I met him at the LA County Fair, and he was fine, girl. He was fine. He got my phone number.
Yes.
we
Girl,
gonna
he
talk.
bought me a turkey leg.
Well, they're pretty young in these pods, though. They're like 25, 26.
Yeah.
I'm just talking
32.
about. I'm talking about them not being able to do anything without being able
Without
to
being
see
able to
see it.
see.
Yes.
to see.
Yes.
I'm saying that we would be fine with it.
Yeah.
I saw you once.
Yeah.
I will keep that
I will
memory.
keep
Yes.
I will keep that memory.
So yeah, these people fall in love, and they I guess they're supposed to fall in love, and they go through this whole thing, and then they end up at the altar to say yes or no.
If they want to
They
be in a
live
relationship.
together. They do this whole
Yeah, they
thing
have them
in a
live
4
together
week
for like
span,
21
right?
days.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
At first, once they see each other, the guy gets on his knees and he proposed to ask her, do she want to marry him or whatever. Then they let them go on this romantic getaway just
Yeah,
to
it's
see if they're
about a mess.
compatible. And then they put them together to live for 21 days together to see at the end who's going to marry who. Are you going to stay married or do you want to?
And how
Yeah.
many people end up married?
Oh, they have a nice percentage.
Do they?
2 to 3 couples, maybe.
Yeah.
How
out
many
of,
of
out
those
out of the
people-
24, it may be.
But how
I
many
think
stay after?
That's what I'm
We don't
saying.
know
How many-
because
Yeah.
once the reunion comes about,
then
maybe
you
one
know.
couple is still
Yeah.
holding strong.
Maybe 3. I'll say 3.
Because
Maybe
like think
two.
of like all the
I think
couples,
3.
all the years from The Bachelor. How many of those people are together?
Did you see The Bachelor, The Golden Bachelor?
No, girl.
No, I don't watch
hardly
The
ever watch
Bachelor.
that
It's a
TV.
senior citizen.
I did.
Bachelor.
There's probably some
Oh,
thruppling
girl,
going
there's
on there
some
too.
thruppling and some
Some shenanigans
what do you call it?
happening there.
What did she have that was crawling up her?
Genital warts. The warts.
Yeah, the one. What was the name you just said she had?
She had warts.
The warts. Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably have warts going all over
Yeah.
the place too in the geriatric.
Right. So, ladies, we are supposed to talk about somebody for Women's History Month, and let's do that. Let's honor someone, and we're pairing her with this beautiful wine.
Yes, we are. So my woman of the month is Mary Jane Blige. I picked
Could you
Mary.
pull her? Oh, she back.
Oh,
there?
she
She
back
back
there.
there.
Oh my
She back there.
God,
Don't
back
she
there
look
looking
good?
fly.
I think that was from her
Mary.
Essence shoot. I think
Mary
that was
looks
from
a picture of her.
amazing.
I love her.
picked her because of her resilience. Mary is resilient.
Hell yeah.
She has been a pillar of the music world for over 30 years.
Yes.
That's right.
And she came out grimy, hood, raw, just all in your face. She's a part of our era.
Yes.
So she has so many awards, so many accolades, and I just wanted to just give her a shout out and just show her, you know, Mary, we see you, girl. We see you. We still see you.
Yep.
Happy
Mary,
Women's
Mary,
History
you're
Month.
an
Almost
icon.
dropped this.
You are a hip hop legend.
Yes.
Yes.
And we toast you and hope that you have an amazing, continue to have an amazing
Yes.
career.
Yes.
So here's to Mary J. Blige.
Here's to
and
Mary
Women's
J.
Day.
Blige
And her son Goddess
and
Wine.
her son Goddess Wine, Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? Okay, guys, I'm going to include you in this because I do this in every show.
Okay.
So we say free of fear, full of joy 3 times. And then after that, then you guys say goodbye to your people. How does that work out?
That
okay,
works.
ready?
Great.
Let's go. Free of fear, full of joy. Free of fear, full of joy. Free of fear, full of joy. Bye, darlings.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. See you guys later. Bye.